So today we want to talk about why business reputation matters, and it really does matter for any business out there, whether you're online or whether you're a retail business that's got bricks and mortar shops. Whatever it is that you sell, even if you're a service, your business reputation matters. And we're going to just take a few moments to look through some of the aspects about business reputation and reviews and why they matter. Okay, so really there's two types of buying. There's the impulse buying. Now we all know what impulse buying is all about. It's about that kind of idea where you don't know if you've got enough money, you don't really care if you've got enough money, you don't even need the item possibly, but you just want it. It could be a spur of the moment thing, it could be something that you've been thinking about for a while and then you've just gone ahead and done it. You don't really think of the consequences of impulse buying. You want it there and then, and you're going to buy it. So that's impulse buying. Then you've got a considered buying, where you know that you want something and you're going to look into it. You're going to delve deeper into it because you don't want to buy it on a spur of the moment. You want to make sure that the product that you're buying is the right product for you. It's what you're really wanting. And the person that you're buying it from, or the business that you're buying it from, this being a service or an item, you want to make sure that they are going to provide what it is that you want as well. So let's forget about the impulse buying for the moment and concentrate on this considered buying. So there's two ways that somebody will look into buying an item when they are considering buying it and not being impulsive. They'll either ask people about their experience of buying the same or similar items, and it could be an item of clothing, it could be a house, it could be a car, it could be choosing a dentist or a doctor, or it could be any other type of service or physical item. So a lot of people will actually ask their friends, they'll ask their family, and you'll have done it yourself. You want to get something and you're going to ask people where they got theirs from, and you're going to listen to their advice. The other way that people do that is to look online. So one way is to ask people you actually know and trust, and the other way is to check reviews about that business or product online. And more people are doing that, and we're going to look at the importance of that. These are total strangers, but it's really important to realise, as any business owner or any manager in a business, that people look online and trust reviews online, and we'll look at why in just a little while. What people are really looking for when they're looking online is recommendations. Just as they ask their friends or their family or their next door neighbour about who they use for their dentist or their doctor, or where they bought their last car from, or which lawyer they chose to act for them when they were buying a house, they're looking for recommendations online and offline. What are they investigating? Online and offline, they're investigating your company. They're investigating your reputation, and they're investigating customer service as well as online reviews. You might not like it, you might not think it's happening, but people are investigating your company before they buy from you online. But not only that, this is the important thing. This is how vital good reputation is. Because if you were the only one in the world selling something, selling whatever it is that you sell, then there wouldn't be any need to have a good reputation. People would need to use you. But not only are these people investigating or looking at your company, they're looking at your competitors' reputation, customer service, and reviews. So they're comparing you with other companies. They're comparing other companies with you. And they do that through, as I say, word of mouth or online. When they search for something, not only do they see the results of your business, but they'll see everybody else's business as well, and they will make a choice on which business they want to spend their money at by these online reviews. We're going to have a look at how important these reviews are and how your reputation can depend on it. So let me ask you this question. If you were spending your money on something, where would you visit? Which one of these two cafes would you visit? The one with all the people in it is obviously vibrant. Obviously there's a bit of a ring going around and people are recommending it to each other because people are going to it. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is there because people are actually sitting down, having food, having drinks, and it looks busy. And people like to go where other people seem happy. The one on the other side, the restaurant which is quiet, now listen, that guy looks fantastic, he looks really nice, he even looks welcoming. But look behind, it looks empty. It's empty because nobody's going there. Now that could be because it's got bad reputation. It could be because nobody's talking about the restaurant or cafe at all, and nobody's going there. The point is that a crowd brings a crowd. And if you see a lot of people either buying something online or in a shop that's crowded or queuing up at a particular place to buy something, you become quite inquisitive and you think to yourself, well, if they all want it and if they're all going to buy it from there, then maybe I should look at that as well. The one without any queues is the one which most people are reluctant to visit. In the online world, that means that the good one will probably have a 5-star review and the other one will probably have a poorer review. And as I say, it may not be that people are complaining about that business, it may just be that they don't have any reviews at all, and that will bring down their ranking. So let's look at 3 different facts. This one says that 88% of consumers form an opinion about a business by reading online reviews. Not asking friends and family, but online reviews. 68% of people say that positive online reviews will make them more likely to buy from that business. So it's not just reviews you're looking for, it's positive online reviews. And negative reviews stop 40% of consumers wanting to buy from a business. So people looking up the internet are listening to strangers. And if it was only one negative review, they may not worry too much. If it was only one good review, they may not trust it too much. But if there's a whole load of good reviews or a whole load of bad reviews, then most people are going to pay attention to them. You'll have done it yourself. If you're trying to buy something online, you will have looked at reviews and you will see the ones that have good reviews and 5 stars or 4 stars, and you'll see the ones that have poor reviews or 1, 2 and 3 stars. Let me tell you something. People are talking about your business. Whether you want to acknowledge that or not, whether you like the idea of it or not, I can tell you, if you own a business, if you run a business, if you're a manager of a branch in a business, people are talking about your business to friends, to family, and online. So what is online reputation management? Well, first of all, online reputation management is just what it says. It is managing your online reputation. And online reputation management is ongoing. It's your job to build a great reputation for your business. You want people to be talking positively about your business. You want people to be recommending your business. And you want to maintain it through online reviews. So in other words, it's not just a one-off thing. It's not just having a good product and then sitting in your laurels and saying, well, that's great, we've done our job because we've got a good product, we provide a good service. You need to maintain that through online reviews. One statistic that I haven't put up here is that many people only trust reviews if they're less than 3 months old. So in other words, you need to have a constant flow of good online reviews coming through so that people trust you. And that's about your reputation management. It's ongoing, it doesn't end. And it's about your brand. It's about creating a brand. Now, I don't mean just having a logo and putting it everywhere so that people are aware of your logo. That's people being aware of your logo. I'm talking about building your brand so that when people mention your name, online or offline, that they recognise good service, good quality. And it's about cultivating that brand. It's about cultivating your customers and the group of people who are going to be buying from you, cultivating them into an idea that you are the company to trust. When they look for your product, when they look for your service, they're going to come to you, no questions asked. And you need to maintain it. As I said just a little while ago, it's ongoing. It's all about perception. So in other words, you may know, you may feel that you have a fantastic service, that you give a fantastic service and sell fantastic products. You may know that, but if the public don't see that, if the public don't hear about that reputation, then they're not going to come to you. So they need to have a perception of you which is good, which is a company that gives good service, great before sales service, fantastic service while the product's being bought or the service is being bought, and then fantastic after sales service. This is how you can build up your great reputation, and it's all about how the customer or the potential customer perceives you, your staff, and your business. And you want to build on your online public image. You really want to have it so that people are talking about you. You want to encourage happy customers to leave reviews, and we'll talk about how to do that in just a little while. But you want to encourage the happy customer to leave reviews. You have a customer when they buy from you who can go out there and blow your trumpet, can really lovingly and honestly say that they have had a good service from you. So you really want to encourage the happy customers to leave reviews. It's a waste not to. And that will build your reputation. And then you want to respond. Now, it's all very well seeing lots of great reviews or some bad reviews, but you want to respond to all online reviews, just if you would if you heard in the street one person talking to another about your business and you were walking down the street and you overheard the conversation. You might want to respond if somebody was saying bad things about your business, or you might want to thank them if you heard them saying good things about your business. It's exactly the same online. When you have online reviews, you want to respond to those online reviews. You want to thank the people who leave good online reviews, and you want to acknowledge the poor ones. You must never, ever ignore poor reviews. And then you want to promote. You want to promote the positive reviews. What's the point of somebody saying to you or writing you an email saying, thank you for your fantastic service, it was great, I'll be back again to buy more stuff from you, if you're not going to let other people know that this is what someone has thought of your service. So share the reviews on social media. Post the reviews on your website. Create banners and use them on paid ads or anywhere on your website. Include them in any newsletters, either physical newsletters that you post out or newsletters that you send by email. Make sure you include the positive reviews. Email signatures. All the emails that you send out, make sure you've got one or two up-to-date, relevant, good, positive reviews underneath your name at the bottom of your email. And then you can even use them on paid ads. You can use them anywhere. They're totally free for you to use a good, positive review about your business. So, who writes online reviews? You may be an avid writer of online reviews. You may have never written a review in your life, but people are doing it, and they're doing it in their droves. Research by Trustpilot found that there are 5 categories of people who leave reviews online. Number 1, consumers who want to share their frustration following a negative experience. The next category is consumers who want to praise a company following a great experience. And then you've got consumers who want to feel empowered by expressing themselves. Now, you may not be able to relate to these things, but this is what people say is the reason for them leaving reviews. Number 4, consumers who want to be recognised for their knowledge and taste. So you may own a restaurant and somebody has come in and they've bought a meal and they've really enjoyed it or really not enjoyed it. And they'll go online and leave a review and say things about the meal showing that they are knowledgeable about food, or they think they're knowledgeable about food. And then you've got consumers who want to feel part of a community and give something back. So you get all these forums out there where people just talk about different places, different products, different services, different interests, and they just want to feel part of a community. So they are the 5 different categories of people who leave an online review, and you need to pay attention to them as a business owner. So how do Google's reviews work? Well, the reason that I'm singling out Google, and there are many other review platforms, is that Google is important. It is the largest, if not one of the largest, review sites out there, and it's vital that you understand it. The first 3 businesses ranked are much more likely to have Google reviews than those outside of the top 3. So when you search online for a particular thing, the first 3 businesses which are there at the top are much more likely to have Google reviews than those outside of the top 3. More than 6 out of 10 of the top listings will be a business with the most Google reviews. Google lays a lot of emphasis on the idea that people are leaving reviews. Businesses ranked 1 to 3, in other words, the first 3 in the top, have an average of around 8 reviews. And if you have 1 or 2 reviews, expect to be ranked position 4 or lower. And with these, when people search, they don't often look past the first page. And the first page in a Google search is usually about 10. It can be more, it can be less, but it's usually about 10 results. So if you're 4 or less, then you're in the bottom part of the page, and that's not where you want to be. So get your customers to leave a Google review. You need a Google My Business, GMB for short, account. You, as the business, need a Google My Business account. Your customer needs a Google account to leave a review. Now this is really important because you know then that it's not going to be one person that doesn't like your place or like your service, leaving lots and lots of reviews. Google keeps a close eye on the fact that they know who's leaving reviews. You may not necessarily know, because Google will sometimes say the person's name, but sometimes they'll just say a Google user. So Google will know if somebody's leaving lots and lots of reviews. And this is really important, because if you find that you have bad reviews and you think they're unwarranted, then you can contact Google or the other search platforms, and you can say to them that you're disputing that review, and they'll look into it. And I think what they will do is they will then look and see if that particular person is just spamming your site with bad reviews. So it's important for Google, and it's important for your business. Ask your customer for a review on Google. Don't be shy. Ask your customer. If somebody has said to you, look, that was great service, or I really enjoyed that meal, or I love that pair of shoes that I bought a couple of years ago and I'm back for another pair, then ask your customer for a review. And you want to tell them how to do it. You would ask them to search for your business on a Google search, click on Review My Business, and leave a review. It's as simple as that. You, as the business, will get notified when somebody has left a review. Now, a lot of people won't leave reviews, they won't feel comfortable leaving reviews, and they may not leave reviews, but you should get some reviews, some response from the people that you've asked. So get more online reviews for your business. Every customer is a potential ambassador for your business. I can't stress this enough. Every customer is a potential ambassador for your business. And there they are. For every happy customer that you have, every single person who is pleased with your service or product, or the way that your staff have behaved towards them, the experience that they've had, they will tell people. They will tell people as long as people will listen. And the thing is that people don't tell other people how good businesses or services are for the good of their health. They tell them because they're proud. They want to help their friends out. They want to help other people out. Every customer who is happy with your service is a potential ambassador for your business. This is such an important point that I'm going to leave this on the screen for 10 seconds with no other distractions. So get more online reviews for your business. The benefits of positive reviews, here they are. Good reviews show that you can be trusted. Now, if you only get one good review out of 100 poor reviews, then you're not going to be trusted. If you get a lot of good reviews from different people over a period of time, and especially recently, then people are going to trust you. Consumers often pay more to a business that is backed up by good reviews. There's increased click-throughs. Now, if you're not sure what a click-through is, when somebody searches online and they see lots of different results, the click-through is the one that they choose to click. So when you've got good reviews, better than your competitors, then what you'll find is that people will click to go to your website. That's a bit like having a shop and getting them to stop looking in the window and enter through the door. That's what's just happened. A click-through is when somebody looks at your description on the Google search or other search and then clicks on the link to enter the door and go to your website. That's the hardest part of selling to anybody, is to get them through the door the first time. More than 8 in 10 people trust online reviews as much as they trust friends and family. That's a hard thing to imagine, but they trust online reviews. Total strangers, you can deny it, you can like it, you can lump it, but 8 out of 10 people have said that they trust online reviews as much as they trust friends and family. So what's the impact of negative reviews? Well, the negative reviews will damage your prestige, it will damage your profitability, and it will damage your reputation. One negative review can drive away 22% of people. 3 can drive away almost 60%. I'm going to tell you, I've written a few books, and I actually wrote a book which is more of a journal many years ago, maybe 20 years ago, which was a cruise ship journal, and I sold it on Amazon, a paperback, and it sold well. It was a basic journal, and it had some well-being type things that you could do while you were on a cruise on holiday. And it was selling very well. I got great reviews, and I got one bad review, and this review said something like, I'm paraphrasing, but it said something like, you're just as well to buy a notepad and pen, because this journal isn't worth the £5.99 that I paid for it. And after that, I could see a dramatic decrease, right down to 1 or 2 a week from 10 or 20 a week of people buying them because of one poor review. Poor reviews matter. And this statistic says that one negative review can drive away 22% of traffic, and 3 can drive away almost 60%. Then 40% of people want to shop elsewhere after reading a negative review. You would as well. You read negative reviews about a service or product that you're thinking of buying, and you might as well go on to one that's got good reviews. And people hesitate to shop when a business has no reviews at all. So in other words, I'm not saying that they won't shop with you, but there's less likely a chance that a business with no reviews at all, will get business, because they want a reputation. If you have no reviews, you are not building up your reputation. You are a zero reputation. You don't have a good reputation, You don't have a bad reputation. So why would somebody want to take a chance on some business that doesn't have a good reputation? So having no reviews isn't the answer. How do online reviews affect SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. That's where the search engines get you higher up in the list of findings when somebody searches. Online reviews matter to potential customers. They also matter to search engines. Two different types of entities: the customer and the search engine, Google, Yahoo, Bing, whoever your search engine might be. And here's why. Search engines exist to give searchers accurate information. They don't want to mislead the public. They want, when people search for something on their search engine, they want to give accurate information. The more information the search engines can give to searchers, the more searchers will use them. Because just like a business, people will start to trust the search engine for good results and true results the more they use it and the more they find out what they're looking for. The more searchers use search engines, the more the search engines can charge for advertising. So if a search engine has one person a week searching, they're not going to get much advertising revenue. If a search engine has 1 million searches a week, it's going to get more. If they've got 100 million a week, then they're going to get a lot. And that's why search engines are keen to have good reviews from other people on their searches. So search engines prioritize reviewed businesses near the top. Here's a few more statistics. 92% of people will shop at a local business if they have at least a 4-star rating. 4 and 5-star ratings are considered good reviews. 1 and 2 are considered poor reviews, and even a 3-star rating is considered a poor review by most people. 7 out of 10 consumers say they would return to a business if complaints are resolved promptly. Now this is all about making sure you respond, and we'll come on to this in a second or two, to respond to reviews, even if it's a bad review. Higher ranking can be achieved on Google Plus Local if you have more than 10 reviews. And they're not 10 reviews from 10 years ago. These are 10 reviews recently. Studies show that it's within the last 3 months. So you want to have a constant flow of good reviews coming through. So, responding to online reviews. So how do you respond to good reviews? Well, firstly, and it's very obvious, thank the customer for the positive review. You see, even good reviews must be responded to. You can't just leave it because they've done you a favour. They've taken the time and effort to review, and it's only polite and it's only good business for you to then thank them for the review, and they will then get a notification saying that your review has had a response. So they'll know if you're not replying to their review. Be specific in your response by repeating the good points mentioned. So in other words, if somebody says, I had a meal at your place and it was really nice, I particularly enjoyed the steak and the chips were done to perfection, and then the waiter was delightful, then you want to repeat them. You want to be saying, thank you very much, and I'm glad you enjoyed the steak and chips, and I will pass on that you felt that the service of your waiter was fantastic. And the reason that you're doing that is because this is all good for search engine optimization, because these are all keywords. These are all things which search engines like Google look for. They look for these keywords, and the more they're mentioned without going over the top, the more they're mentioned naturally, then the better that will be. Use your business name and keywords in your response because this helps search engine optimization. Add a little marketing to your response. Remember, This is going to be read by the public. Anybody in the future looking at your business and reading these reviews will also read your answers. So it doesn't harm to say, thank you very much for having a steak and chips. I see you didn't have a dessert. Hopefully next time you can taste our apple pie. You see, do a little marketing so that the people reading the reviews and reading your responses get a little extra information. And invite customers to something new. So in other words, somebody leaves a good review and you just say something like, and next time that you're here, why not try X, Y, or Z? You're promoting a little bit more. Good for search engines, good for people reading reviews, and it makes the person who's left the review feel that they are getting that little bit extra. Okay, what about poor reviews? Never, I should have underlined that and written it 3 or 4 times, never, ever, ever ignore poor online reviews. What you need to do is apologise and sympathise. Now, you don't have to be totally over the top in your apologies, but a simple, I'm really sorry that you felt you had that experience, and sympathise with what they are, because even if you know they're wrong, even if you know the review is not quite accurate, you're not going to win anything. You're not going to win anything back from that person, and you're not going to win anything back for people reading the reviews if you try to argue the point. But it's important for you to apologise and say, we're sorry that you felt that X, Y, or Z happened, and sympathise with the person. They had the experience. They felt the experience. They felt the experience enough to go online and write a poor review. Explain the experience of happy customers. In other words, we're sorry you felt like this, that, and the next thing. We usually find that our customers are happy with X, Y, or Z. So explain the experience that customers usually have when using your business. And move the conversation offline. Remember, you're having a public conversation when you reply to reviews on Google or anywhere else. So after maybe one response, suggest to the person and give an email address. Say to the person, I would love to discuss this further with you. Please contact me on, give your email address or an email address, and then take the conversation offline. That way you're not finding that the general public are reading all the backs and forwards of this complaint. And keep your responses short. Keep them sweet and stay calm. Even if it takes a couple of hours before you respond, stay calm. Do not rant. It's a natural thing for some people to do, is to go in with all guns blazing and fighting and backing up your corner, but do not rant. This person feels like they have a legitimate complaint or a legitimate review. Don't try and win the battle. Do not include your business name or any keywords. In other words, keep it short. This is something, again, which search engines are going to be looking for, and you don't want them particularly to find poor reviews. Getting more positive reviews push down any negative ones. Some people say to us, what happens? How can I get rid of these negative reviews? How can I get them off the site? I only want the positive reviews. The short answer is, unless somebody's spamming you, you probably can't. So what you want to do is make sure you've got lots and lots and lots of good reviews, and that will push down the poor reviews so that people don't really see them or read them or pay much attention to them. So actions to take. Here are the actions for you to take. Staff training. Remind your staff that they represent your company. They're the front line. They're the ones that people will remember. Remind them that their before, during, and after service may be reviewed by the customer. So if you find that somebody gives not very good service to somebody, they might end up being reviewed. I had a terrible experience with that person who was serving me at the supermarket, or I had a terrible experience from the receptionist at the optical practice. In other words, your staff should know and remember that the service that they give before, during, and after may be reviewed by the customer. Information. Getting a customer in the door or onto your website for the first time is the hardest bit. You know, you can do your window up, you can do your website up, you can have it fantastic, but if people don't enter your premises or enter your website, then it's all in vain. Getting a customer through the door is the hardest bit, and it's also the costliest bit. Studies have shown that it costs much more to get new customers in your door than it is to retain old ones. So get as much information as you can about the customer when they come into your premises or visit your website without being pushy. You already know what they buy. They've come to you for a widget. They've come to you for a new pair of shoes, or to get their teeth looked at, or to buy a new car, or because they need a lawyer. So you know what they're in the business of buying. You possibly also know their gender if they come into your shop or into your premises. You may not know that straight away online. You may know their age. Get at least one type of contact information before they leave your premises. Before they leave your website, your job is to get contact information so that you can contact that person with their permission, always with their permission, about future events. Or if they've bought something from you, even if you wouldn't normally take an email address or phone number from them, you want to try and have a point of contact with them so that you can ask them for a review and you can keep in touch with them. This has all got to be done with their permission, of course. So you can ask for a phone number or an email address. And then there's follow-up. Follow up all customers either as they leave your store and you're walking them to the door, or as they leave the site, or maybe even a few weeks later. Follow up all customers with a request for an online review. Ask for a review of your business and also for the product that they bought from you. Follow up with one, and I'll emphasize one, you don't want to pester anybody. Follow up with one reminder a few days later if they haven't left a review. And then monitor. This is what a lot of businesses forget to do. Monitor your online reviews for your business. Create a Google alert. Very, very simple. You go into Google, leave your email address, and if you are a dental practice in London, then what you want to do is leave a Google alert for Dental Practice London. And every time that somebody mentions that in a review or online, then Google will usually alert you to the fact that that's been mentioned. You may even have a Google alert for your business name. So anytime anybody mentions your business name, Google will alert you to that fact. Search your company online. Be a customer and pretend that you're searching for your type of business. See where you rank. See what other people are saying. See what your potential customers are saying. And then use social media to check what people are saying about you. Again, you can do searches for your company name. And automate. Automating the reputation management and review process as much as possible. Why? Well, that allows you to get on with the business of being in business. You don't want to spend your time, unless you're a marketing company, you don't want to really spend your time doing all the reviews and answering all the reviews and looking out and making sure that your reputation is intact. You want to make sure that your business is being reviewed and that it's automated. You automatically know about it. It ensures that customers are asked for a review and to recommend you. So if it's all automated, somebody comes in, you've got the contact details, and if it's automated, then you don't have to remember to follow up a few days later if they haven't sent a review. This can all be automated. And it's easy to respond to positive and negative reviews automatically. So what if I told you that you could do all that automatically with software that we have? Not only that, but you can try this software out for 14 days, completely free. The full version 100% working, completely free for 14 days. Here's the top 8 reasons, although there are many more, to use reputation management by Pramaze.com. Send your customers to your landing page automatically, which encourages happy users, happy customers to leave a great review. It also encourages unhappy customers to give private feedback. Now, the way our system works is that if somebody leaves a good review, it automatically goes into the World Wide Web. It goes online. If they want to leave a poor review, we encourage them, we can't make them, but we encourage them to do that privately so that you can sort out any issues they have. Our software will publish the great reviews on your website automatically. You don't need to do anything about it. It means that when people visit your website, if you get 1, 2, 3, 10, 1,000 good reviews in a week, then that will go onto your website very, very simply and automatically. View your reviews from at least 60 platforms in one place. In other words, if you have to go into Yelp and answer the reviews, if you have to go into Google and answer the reviews, then you have to go into TripAdvisor and answer the reviews, and then you have to go into bookings.com and answer the reviews. That takes time. With our system, you can see the reviews from over 60 review sites like your TripAdvisors, Google, Yelp, all those ones in one place, one simple report. You can analyze your reviews and see trends. So in other words, in the summer months, do I tend to get poorer reviews? When that member of staff joined us, do I tend to get better reviews? You can see trends that are happening over all the review platforms. You can also check up with our software on competitors' reviews. Now, you may not want to, and I, to be honest with you, think that any business should concentrate on their own business and not worry too much about their competitors. But it's always good to keep an eye on your competitors and see what other people are saying about your competitors, good things and not so good things. It's easy to see reviews that are still needing a response in one place. As I say, you could sign on to all these 60 different review sites and see which ones need responded to, but with our system, you can see them all in one place and you can respond from them from the system. And then you get automated reports and notifications by email on your review activity. So in other words, you can set it so that you can get daily, weekly, or monthly automatic reports on what's happening with your reviews online. And I'll tell you what, because you're on this and you're looking at this right now, we're offering 20% discount for the first 20 sign-ups only. 20% discount to the first 20 people or companies that sign up. You're still going to get your 14-day free trial, and then it's a monthly subscription that you can cancel anytime at all. Anytime. So that's 20% discount to the first 20 people from this particular presentation that sign up. You'll still get your 14-day free trial, and then it's a monthly fee, and that can be cancelled at any time at all. We don't think you will cancel it because we think that this is going to bring you in so much more business because of the reputation that you will build for yourself. So here's why again. Send your customers to landing pages, encourages poor reviews to contact you privately. You publish your great reviews on a website automatically. You don't have to do anything. View the reviews from over 60 platforms all in one place. Analyze your reviews and trends. Check up on your competitors if you want to. Easily see the reviews still needing a response. And automated reports that are sent to you by email. Remember, you get 20% discount to the first 20 sign-ups. Go to www.pramaze.com. There's the web address down at the bottom there. It's a very easy thing to remember. www.pramaze.com. Go there, and if you're one of the first 20 people to sign up after this presentation, you will receive 20% off. Here's the code to use: 2020 off. It's easy to remember. It's 20% for the first 20 people off. 2020 off. I hope you've enjoyed this short presentation, and I really do hope that you understand the importance of reputation management, of managing your online and of course your offline, but we're talking mainly here about your online reputation to build your brand, to build your business, and to build your profit. If you have any questions at all, just get in touch.